Hi, and welcome to Country Cooking and Living. I'm going to apply learning to figure out how to find the best spot for you to get catfish during the day and night. Catfish are mainly known for nighttime, so I'm going to help you understand this. This is a quick drawing of a lake, and it's not to scale or anything. It's just a lake. It's just an idea. And this is a sunken log. These are trees. These is a deep water. These are brush and grass and brush some more. Okay, so during the day, these things from the surface get other fishes. And down here, over there where the brush, and over here where these trees are, and in the deep areas is where catfish will be. This is where the bluegill, little bluegill, and some fish will go to during the day to keep away from the heat. The catfish will eat all the time during the day these fish, but not, all day, because sometimes they, don't. The bigger they are, they'll know better, but these little ones don't. During the day, they'll do that. And they'll be down there chilling around here in the logs, in the trees, in the brush, where the tall grass is during the day, and in the dark hole. And in the nighttime, they will come out from the banks and the deep water and the trees and the logs and all that, and they will go to the surface. And when they go to the surface, they will feed off of the fish that are eating the little bugs and things like that. And that's where the catfish will follow these little fishes and eat, and they will be around these areas. So now that you know the surface area, now we'll show you the bottom of it. Hi, and welcome to Country Cooking and Living. This episode is to help you understand how and where to look for catfish during the summer. So catfish like to hide in dark places where there's trees and brush and other things, because it keeps them safe and secure and cool in the summertime. So as you can see, I've done a drawing, and this is a steep bank, as you can see, and here's the water and stuff. So each one of these, that right there, that right there, that right there, that over there, is basically their little mud holes. They also like to hide in these trees because it's cooler down there. And this is where the bluegill and other fishes that they eat, like some fish and stuff, they'll hide down there, because during the day, in the summertime, it gets hot, and it is so hot that it can cook them, and other predators can eat them. So while the catfish are hiding during the day, they're eating these little things. And when it gets dark and the moon comes out, these little fish that they feed on go up to the surface at night, and they go up here and they feed off of the little bugs. During that time, the catfish will follow up there. So the best thing to do is look for steep areas that have debris and stuff, and this is where they like to hide. Now, you should look for a steep hole next to a shallow area, because as they go to the surface, these little feeding fish, they will go closer and closer to the shore and eat, because that's where the little bugs are, and the catfish will follow. So since you know that, it's a better understanding for you to find these later. Hi, and welcome back to Country Cooking and Living. As you've seen before, I drew out a lake and showed you an understanding of where catfish and bass like to be. If you watch right now, this is a actual lake, and we are at Sheridan Lake, and in this I will show you kind of roughly what spots, so that you can understand it more of a real life. So this is a cove, or a low shallow area, but there's trees, and as you see, fish are jumping, and this is where bass like to be. If you look across, way across, there's rocks and stuff, and there's trees, right about where my finger's pointing, right in here. That is where bass and catfish would be. Anything that's got rocks, trees, like out there, right there, where the rocks are, that's another. That is where the spillway is. That's where catfish would be. And we are going to walk a minute. The cicadas are talking. And you can see it a little bit more clear as I walk through. Probably be out of breath, but that's okay. So, as you can see, there's lots of trees and brush. That's where catfish like to be. And bass. Where there's rocks, that's where they like to be. Now, all along the bank should be spots where catfish will be because of holes. They like to go in their holes that are muddy. Trees that are broken down and fallen, that's where they'll be. More over there. More over there. Spillway. Rocks and stuff, and there's some trees out there too. That's where bass would be. Across here, there's a side of the lake, and over there is a bunch of trees and brush in the water. The bass will be out there too. That's a beach area. They don't really like to go to beach areas. But out here, there's trees, as you can see. Catfish and bass will hide in that. So, give you an understanding, these are the areas in a lake that bass and catfish would be. Other fish would be out there, but this is the areas that they would be. So, give you an understanding, this is a lake, a real look at a lake from the map that I drew. And I hope this helps you. Peace, love, and hope. Until next time.